Hello, everybody. My name is Phaewil, and welcome back to Song of the Deep. And there's no music right now because we're in the calm before the storm. Prepare yourself for the most intense moments in this game because we're about to combat the Rimorosa, a gigantic red tentacled monster that has dragged countless ships down to the seafloor. And we're gonna do this to save Kara, the ocean, and my dad. Let's do it. Oh boy, this is not gonna be easy in any sense of the word. Yeah, let's rip his face off. Oh boy. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm assuming that this isn't gonna just be I tear off these pieces and then I win. There's no way it's gonna be that simple. Now what? Oh boy, even Fomori Sentinels. Come back out again. Alright, now what? What's next?
As its mechanical faceplate shattered, the Rimorosa was at last free from the Fomori's control. The creature swooped out of its lair, smashing through the columns of rock beneath the Forbidden City. The heavy city began to collapse under its own weight and fall down into the trench below. Merrin raced to free her father from the diving bell, but the collapsing city was falling down all around her. Merrin grasped her father's hand as an avalanche of debris plummeted toward them. She closed her eyes as the darkness fell over her. When she opened her eyes, there was a roof of green, gleaming scales above her. A giant queen leviathan had taken the brunt of the blow from the falling debris. A moment later, a much smaller serpent swam down toward her. It was Swish. "Is this your mother, Swish?" Merrin asked in astonishment. But Swish just wagged his tail and beckoned for her to grab on. she and her father grabbed hold of the two leviathans, and together they swam up, out of the still collapsing debris of the Forbidden City. They swam out of the darkness and into the gleaming rays of sunlight that streaked through the water's surface. And at last, for the first time in what seemed like ages, Merrin and her father looked out over the waves toward their house in the distance. They said goodbye to the pair of leviathans, and Merrin promised to come play with Swish each day in the deep waters below the cliffs. And bit by bit, Merrin's life slowly went back to normal. She and her father traded a few of Merrin's golden coins for a beat-up old fishing boat. Working side by side, they soon had it ready to sail. Merrin no longer had to wait at the cliff's edge. Her father took her out to sea whenever she wanted to go. As they fished, they shared the stories of their own great adventures, both knowing that every word was true. And sometimes, late at night, Merrin thought of all the mysteries she had yet to answer. She thought of Kara, the sea garden, the eggs, and hoped they were all safe. Someday, she thought, someday I will see them again.
Ooh. So is it possible that that could be hinting at a sequel? Or maybe it's just talking about how maybe there's more than one end. I don't think there's more than one ending, but it's possible that we can go back and find out what happened to them, to Kara and all of that, before defeating the Rimarosa. I'm gonna let the credits play through because I personally think it would be wrong to not let the credits of this game play through. And as I've played through the whole game, I'm gonna keep talking. You can read the credits to listen to me, whatever you want. But there's nothing that I love more than a happy ending. And this is a pretty short video, probably. But let me just point out some things that I want to add. If they do make a sequel, I'm definitely playing it. I'm definitely playing it, putting it up on this channel. Assuming I still have this channel at that point. I don't know. Some weird things happen sometimes, you know. You forget your password, blah, blah, blah. But presumably, if they do make a sequel, I'll play that, put it up on this channel. That'll be great. That'll be fun time. This game was incredibly good. I thought it was great. It was a lot of fun. Like all the mechanics of the game were fun. Combat was fun and challenging. The puzzles were fun and challenging, and nothing was too daunting where I felt like it was impossible, which I didn't expect. But it's still worth noting, I think. The storytelling of this game, even though I wouldn't say that this is a narrative-driven game, I thought was incredibly good. Like, I was so sad when I thought that Merrin's dad was actually dead. Like, I really truly believed that. And I was just amazingly shocked, thinking like, oh, I'm so surprised that they did that with this game, where you don't get the ending you thought you were gonna get. Which you do. You actually do, which I like it. Like, I kind of wish they kind of, in a way, in a small way, wish they clung to that of like, you're not getting the ending you thought you were going to get at the beginning. But it makes more sense that they do give that to you. Because what would Merrin do? Like, if she had no dad, she has no mother. She's only a little girl. It's not like she could just be like, oh, I'm going to live at the bottom of the ocean now. That doesn't make any sense. So, but it really is. I like that they placed it in there and then still had Marin's dad alive at the end, and you save him, because it makes when you actually do find him all that more intense. Like, you really helps you feel what the character is feeling. I thought the Rimoroso fight was going to be much harder. I'm a little bit disappointed that it wasn't like a multiple stage boss. But it's clear that they didn't want to do that. They didn't want bosses to be the focus of this game. So I obviously can't say anything bad about it. And we're just going back to the title screen now. So with that in mind, that's the end of this series. That's the end of my first ever Let's Play, and it's unbelievable to say that. Which sounds silly because all you need is recording software and editing software. You don't even need editing software. But I wanted to do this for years now, and I don't know why, but I never really thought about doing it, or that I would be able to. So this is a wondrous experience overall, and a wonderful game to do it with. It was an interesting, I suppose, interesting short story about why I decided to play this for the first Let's Play that I did. Is I saw that, I actually saw this in a Game Informer magazine, this game, and that it was being made by Insomniac, which I have loved Insomniac as a company since I was a child. One of the first video games I ever played was Spyro the Dragon, and if you know anything about Spyro the Dragon, it's aged quite a bit by this point. But at the time, to me, when somebody says a platformer, that's what I think of, and I just love that style of gameplay. This is obviously quite different, but because of those memories, I figured that this game would be as amazing to me as that was, and it was. This game, I have these videos, I have memories of the game. The experience with this game is something that I'm going to cherish forever. But with that done and stated, I'm going to stop rambling and let you form your own opinions. What did you think of the game? Did you like it? And honestly, if I had to recommend the game to somebody, I would recommend this game to people. It's only $14 on Steam, or is it $15? I think it's $14 on Steam. And that's totally worth the price to me. And I didn't even show everything in the game. There's still other secrets, other things to find. One day I probably will go back and finish the entire game, get all the treasure. I'm not going to show that, because I don't think that's enjoyable to watch, but I'm going to do that on my own time. I have an idea for a game I'm going to play next, but if you have a game that you want to see me play, then put it in the comment section below, and I'll see if I can get around to it. As of right now, I'm pretty limited with just PC games, because that's the only thing I really have to record. But aside from that, just fire away. Tell me your favorite video game that you want to see me play. You want to just share an experience with somebody. That's what I want this channel to be about, is sharing an experience with a community. I guess you could call it a community. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. If you want to see more videos that I'm going to do in the future, please subscribe. With that being said, I'm just going to leave you with a bit of this beautiful music from the game. Bye bye.